Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Is it her sting ups? Mm-hmm. All right. Now I'm recording from this angle just so I don't miss anything, any reactions. All right, guys? Okay, go.
I don't like him.
Get up, Bubba. Get up.
You wasn't like that when you was feeling on my mother titty.
There is nothing worse than being set up on a terrible blind date. And this one right here had two people that couldn't be any more dissimilar in their life. What up, gents? Welcome to TSG Uncut. I'm your host, Sean C. Today we're going to listen to modern women describe their worst dates ever. And the main clip of tonight is a woman who talks about a date so bad that she thought she was going to have to fear for her life. Do me a favor, hit that like button. And with that being said, let's get started.
What was your worst date?
I mean, I did date a guy that was engaged and bought a house.
What about you? Have you Dr. Surf as well?
Yeah, I didn't. I would just like to clarify. Once I found out that he had a girlfriend and was committed, I didn't do anything. I went on a date with a married guy, but didn't know he was married till after.
I want you to notice something about that first girl that was talking. She wanted to make it so clear that once she found out that that dude was engaged and had somebody, that she didn't do anything. It's funny to me that she ran up on camera to make sure that was known. And the reason is, modern women do not want to be shamed for what they're doing. But the statistics say that only a small percentage of men are in relationships, whereas a lot of women consider themselves to be in relationships. So what does that mean? It means that a lot of women are sharing the same men. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if this woman kept this relationship going just for a little bit longer, because some women consider guys that already have women as safer choices, that they are willing to be in relationships.
Are you serious?
We just pulled up to Applebee's.
Like, she mad because we at Applebee's on the first date.
You got my number and you taking me to
Okay, look, we at Applebee's. Look, okay, this the first date.
Me right now?
Why you so mad?
Yo,
I just met you.
We are fucking
Yo, I just met her like 15 minutes ago. It's our first date. I told her we're gonna get something to eat. Follow me up here. She followed me to Applebee's. She got a problem with it. What's your problem wrong with Applebee's?
Really just took me to Applebee's though, like, for real? Like, are you serious right now?
It's the first date.
This is a joke, right?
No, it ain't no joke. I'm getting to know you, right? Am I not getting to know you?
Applebee's? Do I look like an Applebee's?
Okay, I ain't say all that. I said
Applebee's?
2 for 20. What's wrong, 2 for 20? Yo, chill out. Yo, you gonna drive off? Yo, look, she driving off. Ain't nothing wrong with Applebee's.
Now let me ask y'all a question, gents. Do y'all have a problem with going to Applebee's? Or maybe I should be asking the women this question. I mean, think about it. If you were just getting to know somebody, why wouldn't a place like Applebee's be a good place? It's a family restaurant where you could have, a nice meal, nothing great, but you can have a meal together. You can talk there, you can hear each other. It's not gonna be too taxing any guy that has any amount of money wouldn't say no. You don't start taking a woman into fancy restaurants until she's earned that level of trust. But modern women nowadays think that they deserve this, and this is the problem. Now, this woman had a dude that was willing to take her on a date and actually pay for her meal. Let's see what happens to these next women describing their worst dates ever.
What is the worst date you've ever been on?
He was like 45 minutes late to the date, and then he showed up and he sat down at the table, and it was like his first day on planet Earth. Like, he was looking at the bar menu like as if he'd never been to a bar before. He was like, what are you getting? And I was like, vodka soda. And he looked at me like I was an alcoholic, and I was like, all right. I was like, what are you getting? He's like, I don't know, my mom usually orders my drinks for me. I know. So I was like, and he's like, I think I like rum. I was like, all right, get a rum and Coke. Anyway, the waitress comes over. He looks to me to order for him as if I'm his mother. And then doesn't put a card down. And the waitress is like, I need a card on file. And he looks at me and I was like, And so then I put a card down. This man then proceeded to order a few rounds of drinks and his dinner on my card and did not pay. And then walked me to my car and was like, we should do this again. And I was like, yeah, I bet you would. I bet you'd love to do this again, sir.
Okay, hold on. Give me a minute.
And How old was he that he was having his mom order for him?
35.
No.
Worst first date ever. He would not get off his phone when I got there. He even brought his baby that he didn't tell me about.
What are you gonna get?
I think I'm gonna get the full rack of ribs.
Are you sure you don't want a salad?
No, I think I want the ribs. Well, if you forgot your wallet, you can just like Venmo me or Cash App me. That's fine.
Sorry, I don't have Cash App or Venmo.
Okay, well, like your bank account, you can just transfer the money to me.
I'm waiting for a check to pay.
Well, honestly, I feel like you invited me here. Like, I feel like I shouldn't have to pay.
I thought you invited me.
Now listen, these situations are pretty bad. You have men going out on dates and not wanting or not able to pay for the meals. We talked about this in one of my videos, when men stop simping. I'm gonna link both versions of when men stop simping at the end of this one. So make sure you stick around and check those out if you haven't done that. Whoever invites someone to come on a date should be the one to pay. Were these men the ones that invited these women? And if so, these men are wrong. If you invited that woman onto a date, you should be the one paying for it. If you are a woman and you ask a man to go out, then you should expect that potentially you might have to pay for it. In which case, what we learned is that you don't go out on a date without money. Plain and simple. But you guys are gonna like this next clip. Check this out.
Worst day, oh shit. Probably a boy like I didn't really like, but I was really hungry. And he asked me to go out for food, and I didn't have any money, so I said yeah, and I sat there so awkwardly, and I actually ended up paying. My dad sent me money, so yeah.
Oh no, so you can't blame yourself there as well. You gone for the free food.
I know.
Now, one could say that this woman got exactly what she deserved. Didn't have any money, so went out with a guy that she wasn't really attracted to try to get a free meal. But in the end, this dude had no money and she ended up fitting the bill. Or at least her dad did. But that just gotta show that a lot of men don't want to deal with modern women nowadays because everything becomes transactional. 33% of women are only going out with men onto these dates just to get food and drinks. Foodie dates. So men can't even trust women nowadays to think that they honestly want to go out with them for, non-transactional reasons. But in our main video clip of the night, you guys have got to hear this story because this is absolutely insane. Check it out.
So I met this guy in Chicago, but he was from Atlanta. When I went to go visit in Atlanta, to go visit my brother, I kind of let him know, text him, like, hey, I'm in town. We never went out on a date before. So he was like, I'll take you out on a date. So we go to this dressed really nice, went to a really nice restaurant. And then afterwards, he suggested, let's go to this lounge. Afterwards, we went to the lounge. I should have just took my butt home, but I didn't. So we go to the lounge. Everybody know him because he's like a well-known guy in Atlanta. So we're sitting at the table, having a little cocktail or whatever. And I'm just sitting there looking pretty. Out of the blue, this guy came up, ran up. It was like an on-site thing. Punched this man. They get the fight. They fall up on the table. They ended up breaking the table. At this point, everybody just kind of went all over. They're fighting around the lounge. Literally fighting. So while they're fighting, his keys fall on the ground. I grab his keys. I then go to the bathroom, call my best friend like, girl, this is crazy. What to do? She said, it's time for you to leave. But get in mind, I have this man keys. So I'm looking around. I guess he went out the back door. So I go out the front door and I'm by myself. I see him walking up to me and I'm walking up to him. I'm trying to give him his keys. Whoever the guy he was fighting in the lounge came up out of nowhere, literally, and hit this man upside his head. Literally knocked him clean out right in front of me. He's laid out on the ground, literally eyes looking straight, not blinking. I'm scared. My first thing is, I'm from Chicago. Are they coming to come get the gun? I didn't leave him there. I ended up staying to make sure he was good. So he's sitting there with a big stupid knot on his head. It was wild. It was so wild.
Now, was I lying about this one? Anytime you go out on a date with a dude and all of a sudden it ends into a brawl, especially you down south, yes, this woman had much concern to worry about. This was a good story. You cannot blame this woman for being terrorized for her life. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episodes. Don't forget to watch the videos at the end if you haven't seen them before. And until next time, live your best life.